Not a bad idea. I'm not hammered. I was hammered last night. By the way, lost my glasses before I even started drinking last night. Walk into the subway.
Good trajectory.
Yeah, eyeglasses popped out of my pocket. So now I can't see, goddammit. Like the cheaters aren't the right length.
I have never seen you that drunk, to be honest. And
No.
then you ripped apart my entire studio.
I was at the stand, and then I had some drinks with who?
Oh.
I had drinks with Ray DeVito.
No.
I had drinks with Ray DeVito.
How long did it take? 29 minutes?
We squashed it. Because it's like, I believe it's the...
You did a guest spot.
Oh, please. Please, the last thing I needed was...
I was talking to good old Danny P about Ray the other day.
Ray's insane. Like,
yeah.
I can't care anymore. I'm like, look, I'm over it, Ray. Like, I'm like, you need to stop listening to anyone in the Dabbleverse. And I gave him I'm like, Ray, I know that you podcast in front of a jogging machine and from other people.
Yeah, I know.
But and I said,
what is a jogging machine?
No, he really
an elliptical machine.
He's in like a different rentable office space.
Yeah, but I said, in your defense, Ray, all these people with money that are maybe I'm wrong, but I said, Ray, these people, because they all if they're doing so well, why do they have to give money to Kevin Brennan to shit on people?
Yeah,
and make them feel better about their lives. I like to think. The people that give us money know that my sink was
I had a whole Ponzi scheme theory about this.
Go on.
How they started this by just sending each other money to make it look like people are giving big super chats.
Right.
And
that was ages ago, right? Though the Ponzi.
Well, yeah, and then it took on because people were dumb enough to do it.
I don't think I was that hammered when I was talking to her, when I remember all the conversations. I think I literally got hammered with DeVito at the end.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What did he start talking about? What was he like?
I
need money.
Mint diggity. Thank you for the $1 Rumble rant. Geno, is it squashed between you and DeVito?
Unless he's mad at me for spilling the beans, because he took a picture of us that he's going to show on the show. And I like being right about stuff. Because for all the shit that went on, all the stuff I've said, I hate being mad at people. Yeah. I walked by him, and I leave the back, and I walk, and DeVito's at the table, and I walk by him, and I'm telling you raw energy, and you can tell, you feel his energy. He's like, this is stupid, and I go like this, and I go, how are you, buddy? He's like, good, man. And then I go sit down, and he walks up. He's like, let's do shots of Jameson. And when a guy says that to me,
sure,
I don't care who he is or what our past is. I'm like, let's. Yeah. But and they give us 2 huge shots, and he's Ray, and Joe Harari's walking by. He's like, see, we're being nice.
He's like, you still got any of those mattresses?
What was it that you said that he told you, Geno?
Oh, so he's like, and I'm gonna be. He's like, look. Honestly, he goes.
And no one's mad here.
Yeah, no, he's like, honestly, I gave out Keanu's number and I gave out Anthony's, but I really didn't give out E-Rock's and I didn't give out your brother's. And he goes like this. He's like, I didn't know you had a brother. And I'm laughing with Ray DeVito. And it really is. It's like this. I'm gonna compliment myself here, and I suck at being mad at people. And when I'm mad at people, it manifests like that. I scream. I say ridiculous shit. Yeah. I just become a child. Then it's over. Yeah, and then you sit. This is what I've always said. Then you sit in person in real life, and now I'm giving him pep talks. I'm like, all these people, Ray, all these people that are like, oh, look at Ray, and myself included. I'm like, oh, look at Ray. Poor guy's like broadcasting from a basement. I'm like, Ray, you can come and go as you please. I'm like, Ray, you can leave that treadmill, get in the car, stay in someone's house in New York, whatever, and shout out Teamster Tim. Good with you too.
Into a guardrail.
But I said, kill, and we made I-80 jokes. All this shit, I'm like, and they can't. Do you understand? All these guys that can't wait to shit on Ray. That might be the guy to fix the tub. Let him in. But am I wrong to say this? And I said this to him, like, you can come and go as you please. These people that are like, oh, who do you think is happier? Ray DeVito or Kevin Brennan?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Ray leaves the house or the rental office building.
Kevin Brennan has 2 kids, and I'm sure he's a great dad. I don't know, and a wife, and he's saddled, like he has to show up every day and make money. Guy crushes the supers and all that stuff. But Ray, like I lived like Ray. I told him like I lived like you a decade ago. It was fun. I'm like, you need to. I'm like, you need
Except
to.
you had an address.
Did I? And Olga's. I'm like, you need to embrace this. You need to be like, yeah. I told him like I'm giving Ray life advice.
Listen, I always thought Ray was a good dude.
He's an idiot, but he's a good dude.
Yeah, and he always, he did our shows, and he was always grateful. And
he did 20, and he's like, look, he's like, and I went long. I'm sorry. He's like, he did. He said that. I'm like, look, I know. I don't care anymore.
5 years.
Yeah. But it wasn't even that he went long. But I'm like, Ray, let it go. It's like, and poor Ray has anxiety.
Never in my wildest dreams thought that you would say poor Ray DeVito. Because that's what I would say. I'd be like, he's was kind of a sad character.
Because nobody knew how popular he is in the podcast world. Like, I seriously never.
He's another. But this proves my point. When you put people in boxes, you separate us. If you put, this is what I've always said, and how we've lived our lives. You put people at a bar having drinks. Everything's settled.
Yeah.
No one. Let me tell you the shit I'm not saying if I'm in a bar in front of half these people. And by the way, never said anything to dipshit Dixon who came and broke my jaw. But I mean, when you live in boxes, you get this. It not indoctrinates. It imbues you with the stupidity to say stupid things. But when you sit at a bar and and I'll say it when you're sharing the moment, the energy, all this shit which they're trying. It's different. And now I'm like talking to Ray and I feel his energy. Like when we're talking about Sheckler, I'm like, him. Come on, Ray. Ray could get in his car, throw the bodies in the river, and just drive wherever he wants right now. It's a classic line from the Thomas Crown Affair. Okay. I could leave anytime I want, so can you. And I think people hate Ray for that. And whether they do or don't, Ray needs to fucking make people hate him for that.
Yeah.
Because he can do whatever the he wants. And this is what I'm trying to tell him, although I got to tell you by the stuff. Like, man, like, now let me buy you a shot, Ray, because obviously I need another one. I know.
Yeah, you can't put Ray in a box because he'll sleep in it.
And let me, and by the way, for all the shit I say about comics that don't drink, Ray drinks. Ray drinks alone in his apartment doing podcasts. He's really good. I'm a big fan. Hi, I'm Matt Mead. I'm telling you, today, whenever, make sure you watch, what's today? DeVito's going to go live today, and he's going to show that picture. Blowing up the internet. It's going to blow up the interwebs. Insane, yeah.
He's better than Stevie Lou, I'll tell you that.
Stevie Lou is so awful.
Yeah.
He's awful.
The redhead guy, the tall redhead guy?
Is he redheaded?
There's no hair.
Doesn't he have like red beard, maybe? Who the hell's Stevie Lou? I know Stevie Lou.
Stevie Lou is a guy.
You want to think he's in a sweater, like he had a sweater on?
Sure.
Like Stevie Lou is so bad. Like he goes on air and
he's a nice guy.
No, when he goes on air, he just makes a face like, "Look, I'm on air. I'm talented." It's like, why are you here? What are you doing? You're garbage.
I think Ray DeVito is great because he's in like abandoned warehouses a lot.
I agree.
He's hungry, man. Literally.
Yeah,
that's like a good place to be, probably, if you're a comedian. I think, like where, like
his last podcast was from like the place they burned down that was housing Skynet with a treadmill.
Really, I like whatever he's doing. You cannot convince me. People are mad. People are mad that they can't have that life. I know that sounds insane, but why else are you? Kevin Brennan fans, like the guy always, and I said it to him, like, there's a guy that goes by Borgeson, okay? And he's a loser. Here's how I know. I know nothing about him other than he gives Kevin a shit ton of money. He talks about his money. And then here's the best part. He's like, and this is the worst part. He's like, oh, I had to have toes amputated. Why? I walked across a hot parking lot in the middle of summer somewhere. And it was so bad
I could relate
that my toes got burnt so bad they had to cut them off. And that's where you're like, you're obviously a fat, unhealthy, and you lost your toes with and it's like, why are you
the opposite of frostbite?
But for everything, but for who are these people? Who are these people that they like have to shit on Ray to give Kevin money?
I don't know. I'm not gonna stick up for Ray. But
you don't even have to stick up for Ray. Shit on them.
It's so confusing to me.